There are 10 colors about to take over everything this fall, and if you don't know how to combine them, you're going to end up buying pieces you never actually wear together. Over the next few minutes, I'm breaking down exactly which 10 shades are set to define fall 2026, how to pair them with each other and with the basics already sitting in your closet, and which combinations you should avoid if you don't want to end up looking like a badly painted canvas. Stay until the end, because I'm saving the exact formula stylists use to build a full seasonal wardrobe with just 5 neutral pieces and 3 accent colors. Let's start with the group the industry is calling the grounded palette, the earth tones that anchor any look. First up is muted clay, a dusty, powdery terracotta pink that behaves almost like a neutral. It's versatile enough to build an entire outfit around it in different textures alone. A chunky knit sweater in muted clay with corduroy pants in the same tone, playing with texture instead of contrast. But if you want to give it some life, pair it with red mahogany, that deep blend between cherry red and chocolate brown that showed up across this season's runways. The logic is simple. Both tones share the same warm temperature, so they'll never clash. They only intensify each other. A midi dress in red mahogany with a long coat in muted clay is a safe bet for a fall dinner. The second shade in this earthy group is burnt olive, a dark, sophisticated green built for anyone who wants to skip pure color but isn't ready to settle for plain black either. The key here is pairing it with toffee, the timeless chocolate brown that's one of the season's 5 core neutrals. Burnt olive and toffee share the same tonal depth, so tailored trousers in burnt olive with a turtleneck in toffee create an effortless monochromatic fall look without much thought required. And if you want a contrast that works for any occasion, camel suede boots break up the outfit without pulling it out of safe territory. Closing out this earthy trio is Arabian Spice, a deep, almost wine-toned purplish red that's the standout piece of the season if you like turning heads without reaching for black. Here, it's not about pairing it with another loud color, it's about letting it breathe over a neutral base. A jumpsuit or dress in Arabian Spice with accessories in toffee or charcoal gray lets the color do all the work. If you want something bolder, Arabian Spice also pairs surprisingly well with Neptune Green, which we'll get to next, because the tension between a warm red and a cool blue-tinted green is exactly what makes a look feel designed instead of thrown together. Now let's move to what fashion editors are calling the aquatic shift, 2 shades bringing a retro, slightly nautical feel to the season. Neptune Green is this fall's biggest surprise, a blue-green with a vintage edge you'd normally expect in spring rather than winter. The most elegant way to wear it is in outerwear, a coat or trench in Neptune Green over a sweater in Arabian Spice or toffee. The contrast between a cool exterior and a warm interior is exactly what's working on the streets of New York this season. Avoid pairing it with another saturated green, since they compete with each other and the outfit loses visual clarity. The second shade in this group is Poseidon, a deep, almost midnight navy blue that counts as one of the season's 5 timeless neutrals. And here's the important part. Poseidon behaves like a neutral against any bold color. You can put it next to festival fuchsia, next to yellow acacia, next to burnt olive. And it will always work because its depth makes it as versatile as black, but with more character. Palazzo pants in Poseidon with a blouse in festival fuchsia is the most photogenic combination on this whole list. Now, we're getting into the most fun group of the season, vivid expression, the 3 shades built to grab all the attention. Festival Fuchsia is a pure, intense magenta pink, unapologetic, that major New York runway labels used mostly in evening wear. The golden rule with a color this intense is never stacking more than 1 saturated piece in the same look. A skirt or pair of pants in Festival Fuchsia pairs best with a neutral top, whether that's Poseidon, gray underworld, or the warm cream egret that's also part of the season's neutrals. If you'd rather wear it through accessories, heels in Festival Fuchsia over a simple black dress are enough to transform the whole look without buying a full piece in this color. Next to fuchsia is All Aboard, that nautical blue inspired by coastal style that brings a hint of vacation into the middle of fall. It works especially well with relaxed silhouettes, oversized shirts, linen pants, or heavy cotton trousers, and pairs beautifully with warm white or beige. It's one of the few shades on this list you can also wear in summer, so if you invest in one piece in All Aboard, you'll get full year-round use out of it. The third and final vivid shade is Acacia, a yellow with a slight green undertone that's replacing the butter yellow that dominated previous seasons. Acacia is an accent color, not a statement piece, unless you feel confident wearing it head to toe. The most flattering combination is with deep browns, toffee, or red mahogany, because the warm contrast makes the yellow pop without looking childish. Avoid pairing it with pinks or fuchsias, since two saturated warm colors competing against each other tend to cancel each other out visually instead of complementing. We've got two more shades from the 10 to cover that don't quite fit the earlier groups, but deserve their own spotlight. Foxglove is a soft, dusty lilac pink that a lot of design houses took straight into office wear this season. It's proof that a romantic color can also read as professional. Pair it with gray underworld in a tailored suit for an office look that breaks from the expected, or with toffee if you want something warmer and more autumnal. Foxglove and Green Envy, the other shade coming up, shouldn't really be combined, since the lilac pink and the saturated green create a color clash that rarely flatters. Speaking of Green Envy, this is the calmer sibling of the lime green we saw so much of in past seasons. It's still a vivid green, but with less intensity, which makes it easier to build a full look around. The strongest trend we saw on the runway was the monochromatic look, head to toe in different textures of the same Green Envy, a crepe dress with suede shoes in the same tone. If you'd rather play it safer, pair it with Egret, the warm white in the collection, for a clean, luminous contrast that works both day and night. Now that you know the 10 standout shades, let's talk about the 5 neutrals literally holding this entire palette together. Because without them, none of the colors above quite work in a real wardrobe. Egret is a warm white, never cold or clinical, perfect for softening any of the saturated tones we just covered. Candied Ginger is a soft beige that doesn't compete with anything, ideal as a base layer under coats and jackets. Toffee is the deep brown you probably already own, and it pairs with literally all 10 shades on this list without exception. Underworld is a mid-tone gray that works as the ultimate wildcard. Not too light, not too dark, perfect for office looks. And Poseidon, as we already covered, is that near midnight blue that behaves like a luxury neutral. The smartest strategy for this season, and the one stylists covering New York Fashion Week keep recommending, is to build your fall wardrobe around these 5 neutrals and pick just 2 or 3 of the 10 standout shades as accents. You don't need to buy 10 new pieces. You need a coat in toffee, pants in Poseidon or gray underworld, and then 2 or 3 color pieces in whichever shade flatters your skin tone most. If you have a warm undertone, Arabian spice, acacia, and red mahogany are going to be especially flattering. If your undertone is cool, Neptune green, foxglove, and festival fuchsia are going to bring out your complexion far more. And here's the most common mistake I see season after season, mixing too many saturated colors in the same look, thinking that follows the trend more closely. The rule professional stylists actually use is the 70-30 rule. 70% of the look in neutral and 30% in an accent color. That's how you make the color stand out, instead of overwhelming the whole outfit. A classic pair of jeans with a blouse in festival fuchsia and shoes in toffee follows this rule perfectly, and it's infinitely easier to wear day to day than a full look in a single color. When it comes to footwear this season, tall boots in brown suede or toffee are the wild card that pairs with literally every shade on this list. If you want something bolder, heels in fuchsia or green envy work as a statement piece when the rest of the look stays neutral. For everyday wear, camel or black leather boots remain the safest, most versatile option. Bottoms follow a similar logic. Straight leg jeans in a dark indigo wash are the easiest base for almost every color here, but if you want something more aligned with the trend, corduroy pants in toffee or burnt olive give you that autumn feel without losing versatility. Avoid pairing heavily saturated pants with an equally saturated top. We already covered this. Always keep the balance between statement piece and neutral piece. If I had to sum up everything we just covered in one sentence, it would be this. This fall isn't about wearing more color, it's about wearing the right color in the right proportion. With the 5 neutrals I mentioned, toffee, underworld, Poseidon, egret, and candied ginger, plus just 2 or 3 of the 10 standout shades chosen based on your undertone, you have a wardrobe for the entire season without overspending or falling for trends you'll stop wearing in 2 months. Save this video because you're going to need it again the next time you're standing in a store deciding between 2 colors. And tell me in the comments which of these 10 shades convinced you the most, because that's what helps me plan the next video on how to adapt this exact palette to every body type.